All right, shalom, shalom. I'll start saying all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, Ezra Green Millstone, a shalom, Wakasa, Laha Bakyar, which is peace and mercy to the elect throughout the four corners where it may be. I'm the brother Amar from the branch of GMS Cleveland. Come back at you with another video. And real quick, man, this is I just wanted to hop into this lesson regarding things that transpire in our lives that might seem bad. They're not always bad, you know what I'm saying? Even though at first glance it might seem that way, but the Heavenly Father always is, thinking ahead of time, and He don't see as men see. So, like I said, when bad situations transpire or something, seems bad, that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. And I'm going to use this account to illustrate what I'm saying. This is the book of Acts, chapter 9, verse 36. And then ultimately, too, I want to make a point. Some things that seem bad is ultimately used to prove the power and to show the power of Yahweh Shem Shai and to glorify Him and His Son. So this is the book of Acts, chapter 9 and 36. It says, now there was at Joppa a certain disciple named Tabitha, which by interpretation is called Dorcas. It says this woman was full of good works and alms deeds, which she did. All right, because you had women that believe back then, and you're going to have women that believe now. And like this story just kind of stuck out to me. Like I said, and I'm going to use highlight this story in particular and another story to bring home the point. But anyway, verse 37, and it came to pass in those days that she was sick and died, whom when they had washed, they laid her in the upper chamber. Right now, so when you read this, you be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a disciple of the Lord. It was, a good woman in the eyes of the Lord. Or should I say, a woman, a believer. I'll just say it like that. It was a believer of the Lord that did good works. And then when you read the next verse, it says that she got sick and died. You're like, damn, that's fucked up. But ultimately, this was used to glorify the power of the Lord, and it's gonna go into it what Peter did, and to show you that not everything that's for face value at first is necessarily bad, because the Lord can reverse it or turn it around and pull a miracle off, man. Through his men. This is the book of what's like. This is the next chapter, Acts chapter 9, verse 38. It says, and for as much as Lydda was nigh to Joppa, and the disciples had heard that Peter was there, they sent unto him 2 men, desiring him that he would not delay to come to them. It says, then Peter arose and went with them. When he was come, they brought him into the upper chamber, and all the widows stood by him, weeping and showing the coats and garments which Dorcas made. It says, while she was with them. All right, so there was pretty much paying homage to her, letting this woman, this woman did for for the church, for the believers. She made garments and coats and things of that nature, which obviously even to this day is show you how mighty and repetitive with that which is then, which is now, show you how the comes full circle, because you have particular women that believe now that makes garments for brothers. I'm thinking of one right now, but like I said, it was paying homage to her when you read the 39th verse. This is verse 40. It says, but Peter put them all forth and kneeled down and prayed, and turning him to the body said, Tabitha, arise. And she opened her eyes, and when she saw Peter, she sat up, and he gave her his hand and lifted her up. And when he had called the saints and widows, presented her alive, man. And it was known throughout all Joppa, and many believed in the Lord, man. Right. So this story was used to highlight the works and the power of the Lord, man, to glorify Him, to glorify Yahweh Shem Shai, because everything is about the Lord and His Son. And when that transpired, you know what I'm saying, when that miracle that was done by Peter through the Spirit and power of the Lord, when he healed her and brought her back to life, uh, people believe that much more on the Lord, man. And tell you in the 42nd verse, it says, and it was known throughout all Joppa, and many believed in the Lord, man. Because, you know, you're gonna have believers that come in without the miracles, and then you're gonna have believers that come in when they see the miracles, and it's gonna be added. It's gonna add to the church and add to fulfilling of the sealing of the elect. So finishing it out, this is verse 43. And it came to pass that he tarried many days in Joppa with one Simon a tanner. So now I'm gonna get this last chapter. Get a Get the book of John, chapter 9, verse 1. It says, and as Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from birth. It says, and as Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Once again, this is kind of pretty much the same, you know, not the same situation, but basically the same point that I'm bringing home is that at face value, you would look at it by, damn, that's messed up. This man was born blind, but ultimately, when you read the next verse, it's going to tell you the reason why he was born that way. As verse 3, it says, Yahweh answered, neither have this man sinned, nor his parents, but that the works of Yahweh should be made manifest in him. So yeah, that's pretty much the point. The point is that the manifestation of the power of the Lord needed to happen, and so in order for that, the glorifying of the Lord, um, this man needed to be blind, just like Tabitha, aka Dorcas, needed to die and then be raised back up by Peter. These actual situations and of people's lives actually needed to happen in order for the glorifying of the Lord to take place, man. So, and all this scripture also proves reincarnation. But yeah, so that's pretty much it, man. So, hey, I pray it's edifying. With that, I'm gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostle Elsgate Millstone, and Shalom Wakasala Backyard, which is peace and mercy to the elect throughout the four corners wherever it may be, and till the next one. Hey, Shalom.